Hey, what is going on? Cancers. Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Wild Reflection Tarot deck. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Cancers? What can we see for Cancers? All right, Cancers. So the first thing I see is this is someone I feel like this is someone you already know. You know, someone I feel like you already have an involvement with. But I feel like there's been some hot and cold with this person as of late. You know, I feel like there's been some distance, some noticeable distance with this person. Almost feeling like they're detaching or they're pulling away from you. You know, I feel like there's a lot of anxiety with this, you know, a lot of stress, you know, because I feel like you truly feel connected to this person. You feel a deep connection toward them. But I mean, I feel like you know exactly what you want. I mean, this is something that you want to build on. It's something that you feel like you should build on. You know, like I said, you feel this deep connection. I mean, we have this Lover's card, so there's obviously a deep connection between you and this person. And when you're happy, you're extremely happy. You know, you fantasize about it. Like I said, you fantasize about a long and happy future with this person. With that Page of Wands, that emotional fulfillment. When things are good, they're great. They don't get better. You know, it's like one of those connections where the best moments are the best moments. But I feel like lately it's kind of few and far between. There's definitely some distance between the two of you. Now, what I see with that on their end is I feel like there's absolutely distance. You know, I feel like there's this self-imposed prison, like this person's almost shut you out. And it's not why you think, though. We have the nine of Wands, very protective energy. I feel like this person doesn't think you trust them. I mean, with the Eight of Swords, like I said, it's that self-imposed prison. They're almost intentionally cutting themselves off from you. And it's taking a lot of effort, I'll tell you that. It's not easy for them to do that, but I feel like I said, that they feel like you don't trust them. They feel like you made some kind of judgment on them that isn't accurate. You know, it's like the deeper they get with you, they feel like the less they know. It's like you're keeping on. It's like they feel like you're keeping them on the outside, and like you have some judgment upon them, that you see them in a way that's not them. You know, maybe feeling like, you know, this person isn't being faithful to you, or for some of you it's that, and for some of you it's just they feel like you don't trust them enough to give them your heart, you know, to open up to them. But like I said, they're not creating the distance in their mind. That's that hot and cold energy. They don't feel like they're creating that. They feel like it's already been created. It's already there. They're just kind of going along with it. And there is this internal struggle within them because I feel there's moments when they think they're just overthinking the shit out of this. There's moments when they look at it as like they have trust issues too. They've been hurt before. And they're afraid of getting hurt again. And so this person isn't actually blaming you to that extent. I feel like their imagination is getting the best of them sometimes. I feel like they already know they overthink. They're very defensive. They've been hurt before. You've been hurt before. They're just afraid they're going to get hurt again. So it's almost like they're accepting the distance that's between you two. So I don't feel, like I said, I don't feel like they're creating the distance. They're just accepting the distance that they feel. But one thing's for sure, this person thinks about you and only you. And I feel like I said, this person is serious about this connection. They think about you and only you. They're serious about this connection. They're emotionally connected to you. That Lover's card is on both sides. I mean, they feel this deep connection to you, but it is scary. I feel like this person has a tendency of looking at the negatives instead of the positives sometimes. But like I said, they feel like you don't trust them. So it makes them feel like they shouldn't trust you. And I feel like it's a lack of true communication is what I'm really seeing here. I feel like you have great communication, but when it comes to the truth, when it comes to real shit, we don't really talk about it. We're not being bluntly honest with each other, and that's how you get trust. It's that true honesty. It's that say whatever you need to say type honesty. But like I said, I mean, for some of you, they feel like you don't trust them. Like, you think that they're up to something sneaky, whether it be infidelity, whether it be just lying about how they feel. They just don't feel like you trust them. And they want you to. And they don't know how to correct that. Because like I said, they have their own commitment and trust issues as well. Their issue isn't not being able to commit, it's knowing when to commit. And who to commit to, because like I said, this person, they care about you. I mean, they love you. They want to be with you. So what I see moving forward is I feel like this person coming up, I feel like this person's going to want to clear the air. They're not giving up on this. With the Ace of Wands, it's that rebirth. The death, we have the death card, but I feel like that's more, it's kind of like the both sides of the death card. With the death card, it's like, it's the end of something, but the beginning of something else. I don't feel like this relationship is going to end, or it was meant to end. I feel like the way it has been going is coming to an end, and it's like a fresh new start. It's like a huge transformation for this connection, because I feel like it's time that we finally get on the same page, announce that we both want this, we want to make it work, and we're going to do it together. Like I said, this person wants to clear the air. I mean, this person truly cares about you, and I feel like you truly care about them. They want to build that foundation. And then we also, like with us four wands, and we also have the 10 of Cups, that family card. I mean, this person wants you for life. They believe that you're their person. They feel connected to you in a way they never felt before. And it's a bit scary. And for some people, I feel like there's always this fight or flight type mentality with people when it comes to serious connections. Like when we finally feel this connection that we know is serious, that's when fight or flight comes. It's like getting cold feet at a wedding. It doesn't mean you don't want it. It just means that you're at the edge and you're deciding whether or not you're jumping. This person wants to jump. They want to be all in. But they have to, like I said, they got to clear the air. They want to clean the air. They want you to know that they want you, and they want to know that you want them. And as long as that holds true, That'll make them very happy. And I feel like it's going to make you very happy. And we can finally move forward to the place where we're meant to go with this connection. You know, this person will show up for you. They will be there for you. You know, putting in the work. They'll put in the work as long as they know you want them to. And I feel like not only is this going to show them a different side of you, but you a different side of them. Because we have that Emperor. This person already knows. They've already made up their mind what they want. They just don't know how to get it. But like I said, I feel like the communication is coming where it's like, this is what I want. And if you want it, just tell me you want it and we'll work toward it. You know, no secrets, no hidden agendas, no bullshit. I mean, this person, I feel like, I truly feel like this person, they truly love you. And I feel like it may be hard to accept love from anybody, especially when we've been hurt and we have trust issues, but this person's really making an effort. They're not giving up. I feel like they get a little frustrated, but they're not giving up at all. That's the last thing I see this person doing. You know, we always have this pretty assumed assumption that, you know, if somebody doesn't act the way we act when we're in love, then they can't be in love. But that's not the case whatsoever. There's so many different facets of it. You know, people show things in a different way. Even people that are completely compatible can show things in different ways. I mean, you can be in love with someone and they can be in love with you. It doesn't mean that you're going to get the same love or feel the same love. It doesn't mean they love you any less or you love them any less. It just means they're showing it differently. I feel like you're kind of on a different page of how you show love to each other. And that's what kind of started this like confusion. But I mean, they're looking a little too deep into it. And I feel like you may be overthinking it as well. You know, reading too much into what's going on, not reading enough into what you feel. Like I said, with the moon card, this person, they're letting their imagination get the best of them. You know, they feel like you don't trust them. They feel like you made some kind of judgment on them. But they're not up to anything. They're not hiding anything from you. They're not, I mean, there's nothing sneaky going on from what I can see. I don't see any red flags. I don't see any things that warrant any concern. You know, I feel like quite the opposite. I feel like this person really wants to make this work. And they're going to show up for you. And like I said, they just got to clear the air. You know, I feel like, you know, I mean, for them, for 1 minute, it feels like you couldn't be any closer to them. And I feel like vice versa. And then there's other moments when it feels like you couldn't be any farther apart. That's the past bullshit coming into your relationship. The moments when it's great, the moments when you feel connected to this person beyond a shadow of a doubt, that's the real connection. The rest is all just residual bullshit from past relationships. And we both, you know, I feel like you both have a little bit of it. So it's like not productive at all. But like I said, they're going to want to clear the air. They want you for life. They're deeply connected to you and they don't want to go anywhere. They don't want you going anywhere, but they also, I feel like neither one of you want this to move forward the way it's been going. But the connection is real. With this person, I mean, we have Gemini and Libra, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. I mean, I feel some Virgo as well. And then we have some fire just to really top it off with some Aries. Possibly some Sagittarius as well. You know, I show love in a different way than my partner. She shows love in a different way than I do. And a lot of times in the beginning, it clashed because of that. You know, I'm more of I accept love in a physical touch way, and she's more of, you know, that's my love language, is physical touch. Hers is more of words of affirmation, you know, and I show love by buying things, not in a monetary way, but when I would see her, like we go out somewhere, she's like, oh, I really like that. Or I like, you know, like this. So I take mental notes and I would go out and get her that. Or, like for instance, she loves pearls. Like she just loves the look of pearls. So a few Christmases ago, I went out and bought her a watch, and I had them install a custom-made pearl face on the watch. That's how I show my love. It's not about, like, when I say I buy things for you, I don't just go buy you like flowers and chocolates, the simple things. I find out what you really like, and I get that. You know, she likes vintagey things. She likes like vintagey, gothic-y, you know, olden day things. Like she has a really different style. So when I buy things, I always think about that. I don't just go buy flowers or just go pick up a piece of random jewelry. I make sure it makes sense. You know, I make sure it's something that I know she would like. You know, and I do that with everybody. You know, if there's something that they need, I go out and buy it. That's how I show I care. So when we first got together, it was really hard because I'm not overly emotional. I mean, I'm a Sagittarius sun and moon and a Leo rising. All through my charts, a lot of fire. You know, I'm not overly emotional. She likes to see emotion, and I have a hard time showing it. I've gotten better at it. But the point of what I'm saying is it doesn't mean I love her any less. You know, some people just love differently. But I feel like it's important for you, if you really love someone, I feel like it's important to try to accommodate each other in a sense. You shouldn't change who you are. But I feel like you want the person to know that you love them. So I feel like sometimes we accept love differently. So, you know, and I've always said this, that just because, you know, a relationship isn't two people that everything works all the time. That's not always a perfect relationship. A perfect relationship is two people that are always wanting it to work, always putting in the effort to make it work. You know, you can get along great with somebody and you just never have that connection. Like me, I couldn't be in a relationship that didn't have any kind of, you know, I need a good argument once in a while. I need someone that challenges me. Some people don't like that. And there's things like that may come into conflict that you can never really get past. But I think if two people really care about each other in a deep way, they have a deep connection, and as long as they're willing to work at it, you know, there's going to be some hard days. It's going to be a lot easier with two people working, but it lines you up for the really good days. You know, as long as two people are in it to work for it and to give to it and to always want to be successful, that's what's important. So you may be different. You may show things differently. It's about not, when I say accommodating, I just mean like if you get to know someone and you know they like certain things, then you do that because you want them to be happy. You don't do it because you're trying to manipulate them. You don't do it, you know, you don't have to be someone else. But if you know someone likes something and you know that it would make your connection better with that person that you want to be with, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit of work to make things right. And we don't always click in the beginning. Doesn't mean that you weren't meant to be together. Too many people think that. They think that everything's just going to be perfect all the time. You're always going to click and you're always going to be on the same page. Unfortunately, I don't see that happen very often. My grandparents were married 65 years when my grandfather passed away. They got married at 18. And, you know, when my grandfather passed away, I mean, not much longer after that, my grandmother passed away. You know, and a lot of people say it was because of broken heart. And that's real love. But I'll tell you one thing, I seen them fight lots growing up. But they always got over it. You know, one had an issue with the other one, they always end up making it right. Because they loved each other. And that's what you do for the person you love. You know, you shouldn't make yourself unhappy to make someone else happy. But in a true connection, that, you know, you making them happy shouldn't make you unhappy. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.